You're laying in a bed that 10 men has laid in the past year. I guess you feel real good about yourself. You're laying in a bed that 10 men has laid in the past year. I guess you feel real good about yourself.
Oh, here we go again. You know, it's real fucked up when you left to have to do things you don't want to do, but you know, we all got to do what we got to do sometimes. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this at all.
It hurt all the time, like the nerves were rubbing
What happened?
I was at the point where I figured it was placed my knees. I'm tired of this.
Oh, let me ding the bell.
Without surgery, we're Wright'S Knee Pain Center, the premier leaders in non-surgical knee pain treatments. Instead of surgically replacing your knees, our
You know, you gotta ding the bell. Hello. How are you?
Without surgery and without downtime.
I wish I was doing well. I gotta feed my family, you know. So I'm here to feed my family. Hopefully you do me a kindness. Because my husband done stole all my money. Apparently he's with family. And he done stole all my money. I hope the thumbs up living it up off my cash. I hope they are. And while y'all sitting there living it up off my cash, I'm left here in these streets to prostitute with this very fine Jamaican man who gonna get me something to help me feed my family today, since it's okay for my husband to rob me. I ain't want it like this. Shoot, I ain't had to resort to these kind of methods in years. So I need to talk to you. It's important. Now you know my husband done gone crazy. This is now day 5. I ain't got no money, friend. I gotta feed my family. What I gotta do? Yeah, I'm on Instagram right now. I'm telling you, my family is in need, friend. We ain't got nothing to eat, and I ain't got no money. I got $5. I know I can't feed my whole family with $5. Can you help me out? I don't know. I mean, can't we come to some kind of arrangement? I mean, I ain't got no choice. They say my husband with his family. I don't know. Everybody know where my husband at but me. He with his family. Oh, thank you, sir. I don't think this is going to be enough to feed my family, though. So, can we come to an arrangement? Is there anything that I have?
No, I don't want nothing.
You don't want nothing?
No, I don't want nothing.
Well, how am I going to feed them? I don't know. No, seriously, I'm telling you, you know. I've been without my money for days. He's still hijacking my accounts. I got people. There's 4 of us at home. Everybody's starving. What I'm going to do? Well, this might help. Can I get some, can I get a platter?
What's the price?
I don't like a large platter for everyone to share.
Yeah, stop there on quick one.
Huh? It's a damn shame. They ain't got no $5 meals in here that'll feed my whole family. I got me, I got my mama, I got my son, I got Legina. And my husband done ran off with all my money. He been robbing me for days. Hijacked all my accounts, did everything. Now I gotta sit up here, you know. If I gotta turn a trick to feed my family, then that's just what it's gonna have to be. I mean, he is handsome. I don't want to be a cheater, but what I'm supposed to do? Oh, thank you. Now, where do you want me to go? Because I only got a couple minutes. Well, you know, to the back so I can...
No, take your ass off. That's what you need to do.
I gotta go home. You don't want nothing?
No, I don't want nothing.
You don't want nothing I got?
No, I don't want nothing. Take your ass.
You don't want nothing, you sure?
Yeah, please.
Because I'm willing.
Take your ass.
Thank you, friend. If you change your mind, call me. Oh, ain't God good? Because I was about to turn that trick. I was about to do it. But you know, I don't need a job application, bitch. I got a whole fucking company. I got a whole TV station that has been hijacked and taken by my husband. So I guess I'm finna have to go after I drop this food off for everybody to eat. I'ma have to go and file that police report for theft, terroristic threats. I guess I go over to the police station when Gina go have her first music lesson today with the Brass Bruiser, Atonal Experience, Anton Amelbert the Great. You know what? Let me put all of this in here. Let me get it all in here. You know, everybody wants me to be the bad guy all the time, but the truth is all I ever think about is other people. My whole life is spent taking care of the people I love, including my husband. And the truth is, the only reason my husband's mad at me is because I said his mama is a Uncle Daddy Dick loving, lying ass, toothless bitch. And it's the truth. All of it is. I know people got a hard time with my delivery, but I've been at war with my mother-in-law since the day we got married. She's been fighting for dominion of my husband over me. You know, it say in the Bible, when a man marries his wife, he's supposed to leave his mother and father and his family and cleave to his wife. That means stick to his wife. And we are to become one. But how we gonna become one when my mother-in-law has constantly undermined my marriage every chance she get? The truth is, she's the one that encourages my husband to put his hands on me. She's the one that probably encouraged him to hijack all of my accounts. And Charlotte, I hope you enjoying whatever money you getting from me, bitch. I'm going after your church officially. I'm going to have it exposed for the fraud that it is, for the frauds that you are. I'm going to take your church from you, and then I'm going to take your job from you, because I'm going to publish everything that your doctor wrote about you while you was in the nut house after you pretended to commit suicide to get sympathy from your ungrateful ass fucking brood. Charlotte, I tried to be your friend, Charlotte. I tried to be decent to you, and you took every word that I said to you and you twisted it around. So when my husband would come home from visiting you, he would beat on me. You remember that conversation that we had, Charlotte? When you asked me what it would take for me to leave my husband, since I was so unhappy with the way he was treating me. You remember that conversation we had, Charlotte Wright Johnson? And I said, if he ever puts his hands on me, I'ma have to leave him, because I can't abide that. And you said that's what it'll take? And after that is when my husband started putting his hands on me and beating on me. This shit feels like The Color Purple. You told Harpo to beat on me. All my life I had to fight. All the men's in my family. You know, that's the difference between niggas from the north and niggas from the south. See, the niggas that left with Harriet Tubman, we actually use our brains. But all you niggas that stayed, that had to wait for somebody that could read to tell you that you had already been free and you had been being free slaves by choice because you were ignorant and uneducated, all you Juneteenth niggas. I mean, don't get me wrong, I appreciate that Juneteenth is a national holiday, but you gotta look at what we're celebrating with Juneteenth. We're celebrating the fact that African Americans have been freed from slavery, and y'all niggas down here below the Mason-Dixon line continue to be slaves. That's what Kanye meant when he said slavery was a choice, because y'all chose to work for free for them white people until a nigga that could read could come and tell you that you was free. You didn't even know it. That's the difference. That's the divide in the black community, the Mason-Dixon line. Y'all still doing plantation politic down here in the South. But it's a new day, and there's a new sheriff in town. Fuck all that Negro spiritual old nigga shit. I don't give no fuck about that. Come into the future. Step into the future. I lied to you not. My husband's family, they the Clumps. They the Clumps with a church. Gerald Johnson Jr., who is not my husband's biological father, and who should know it by now. I mean, he must know it. He never put his name on his son's birth certificate. His name is Junior, and your name ain't even on his birth certificate. Gerald LaHoskin Johnson Sr. Charlotte, you've been running around lying to your son all his life, saying that he looked just like Gerald's mother. He don't look nothing like that woman. He looked just like you. And you argue with me about it the second that I said it. For almost 40 years, you've been holding this lie, Charlotte. Let it go. And let my husband be. He's not your man. I know your husband ain't shit. He the laziest fucking nigga I ever met in my life. This nigga sat around and been fishing and don't even bring enough home to feed his family. You a piece of shit, Gerald LaHoskin Johnson Sr. Written with your whack ass fucking sermons. Like when I hear you preach, it's like pastoring for dummies. You sound so fucking stupid standing before them people leading them astray. And you do all of this so you can be accepted by the Kojic. You know, they don't even recognize you. They don't even recognize your church. Matter of fact, Mr. and Mrs. Gerald Johnson Sr., have y'all bothered to put y'all pictures on the website for your church? Because the last time I checked, y'all had a whole nother couple. I went and I researched the picture. Those people don't even know you. So why do you have them as the face of your church? I'm almost finished. When? Why don't have you and your wife's picture? Are y'all scamming people? I don't know. I'm fixing to find out. So since y'all want to meddle in my marriage so much and you want to keep playing with my husband's head when you know he's sick and he needs help, this is what I'm going to do for you. Since you encouraged him to beat me, since you encouraged him to disrespect his marriage, since you encouraged him to take advantage of a woman who's been financially supporting him for 4 years, I told you, bitch, I'm not his benefactor, I'm his wife. I told you that when you sabotaged his birthday. Remember the birthday party that I tried to throw and you did everything you could to sabotage it, you and your fucking family? Or how about you, Sunday, that family trip to Broken Bow that we planned, and I put the money down for the deposit for the cabin and your fucking ass just welched without paying me a dime? Fuck you, bitch, you still owe me money. Your fat ass. I hope that baby really is your baby daddy. I mean, you know, y'all living in sin. You been living in sin. Your mommy and your daddy is ministers, but you run around fucking everybody. Sunday. I hope that baby is your baby daddy's. I hope it ain't that minister baby from Monroe. Cause you burned a hole in I-20 to get to that religious penis. You fat ugly whore. And you have the audacity to talk about my dead son. All of y'all sat there and made jokes about my dead son and how he deserved to die. So since y'all like fucking with me, I'm about to really fuck with y'all. Charlotte, I'm going to the HR department of your hospital that you work with, and I'm going to provide them the findings of everything that you confessed to your doctor. Somebody with your mental illness and your problems shouldn't be working in a hospital at all. I also think and believe, and your doctor, I think he kind of, made mention in those notes that you suffer from Munchausen's disease. I mean, you always tell the stories about how when Charles would give out and almost die, how you would have to bring him back. Are we absolutely sure that you didn't do that on purpose? Because apparently, from what Gerald told me, he was dying all the time when he was a child. And you had to bring him back. The hero, the Valkyrie. It would really suck if you were the one that made him sick in the first place, bitch. You toothless fucking whore. Go buy some teeth, bitch. You want to talk to me? Get some teeth first. Because looking through them picket fences in your face, they hurt, Charlotte. How do you go to church like that and smile in people's faces with all them gaps and holes and all them teeth that's missing? How did you lose your teeth? Did Gerald knock him out every time he thought about the fact that you've been making him be a father to a boy that ain't his? How did you lose your teeth, Charlotte? I never got a chance to ask you when we was pretending to be friends. What about you, Charles? Charles Johnson, Officer Johnson. Fuck you, bitch. I never liked you. And you're a coward. I don't even know how you became a cop. You know, the day when they called to do the vetting and the verifying to make you before you graduated from the academy to which you did not invite your brother to. You know, your brother sat there on the phone and gave you a glowing recommendation. I said, why would you do that? He's a coward and a punk. He's the last person that should be licensed to run around with a gun and tell people what to do. That's my family. I have to support my family no matter what he's done. Well, let me tell y'all what Charles Johnson did in his younger years. Long before he became a peace officer. Apparently, he was riding around on motorcycles and got into some shit with some essays. Now, I don't know if he had a license for that gun, but he surely did shoot it, and he took that young Mexican man's life. Because you was afraid to fight him. And you're a cop, nigga. Ain't nothing worse than a bitch with a badge and a gun. Like all of y'all, like even my husband, y'all all got real feminine ways. You can tell your mother coddled y'all. I wonder if she sucked your penis too, Charles. Like she did your brother when he was a baby. All them nights he would have nightmares. And I go to touch my husband to give him comfort. And my husband say to me in his sleep, don't touch me like that, mama. Mama, please don't touch me. What mama was he talking about, Charlotte? Fuck you do to your son. That's the truth of it all. I've been covering up for these ignorant fucking beneath me motherfuckers for 4 years. And I've allowed my husband to abuse me and to mistreat me because he's busy trying to gain their favor, because the truth is, he's the family joke. And they like it like that. They don't want him successful. Not at all. At his grandfather, his step-grandfather's funeral, A.C. Carter, may he rest in peace, God bless the dead. You know, my husband never told anybody about the deathbed confession that he gave to him. Iwana and Charlotte, did you know that A.C. told Gerald while he was visiting with him down there in Austin that y'all were responsible for his demise? He told that to Gerald. I think the words was, I don't trust them, keep them away from me. Them being Iwana Carter and Charlotte Wright Johnson. Why didn't your daddy and your husband want y'all anywhere near him when he was dying? What did y'all do to that man? He died, you got rid of all his furniture, got rid of all his clothes, then you got rid of the house, and y'all been going shopping and going on cruises ever since. Ain't that something? Especially after all the fucking cheating and fucking and sucking that Iwana did behind AC back. That's just who y'all bitches are, you whores. You whores, and you hide behind the church and your hats and all that makeup, and it still don't do nothing for you. 3 generations of lying, despicable, witch-like whores. Iwana Carter, liar, whore, and thief. Charlotte Wright Johnson, liar, whore, and thief. Just like her mammy, And now Sunday Johnson. Liar and whore. And you know what they say. You scratch a lie, you find a thief. So she probably a thief too. You don't like anything that I'm saying? Sue me. I'm sitting at AC funeral. And Bobby Wright'S sister-in-law, and this is after I sang for the family. I sang over this man. We on our way to the graveyard. And this bitch walks up to me. You little Gerald's wife, you? And the next thing that came out of her mouth, I don't even think she realized how close she came to losing her life and going in the ground with AC that day. The next thing she said to me was the most insulting. Were you sober when you married him? I never met this woman before a day in my life. And she walked up to me, looked me up and down, and asked me, was I sober when I married my husband? It's on sight when I see you, bitch. I told you that 2 years ago and I mean it now. Bobby, you tell your sister-in-law the next time I see her, I'ma grab her by the throat and I'ma fuck her up like I should have at AC funeral. It's war. All of y'all enjoy your last days as upstanding citizens in Dallas County. Because now, you're my target. You attacked my marriage. Now I'm going to take your life from you. Maybe y'all should go back to Tulsa. Because I'm fitting to run y'all all out of town. How about that? And if my husband chooses to go with you, then that's his choice. I don't keep nothing that don't want to be kept. But this is the second time y'all done held him hostage from me. Like y'all did the last time back in 2020 when you had him up in that hotel room and told him he wasn't allowed to talk to me. Is that what y'all doing now? Your lives are in jeopardy fucking with mine. All of your lives are in jeopardy. I'm telling you that now. Y'all don't want it with me. You can't handle me. I'm an 800-ton gorilla, and I'm about to start windmilling on y'all. Hey, Gerald Johnson Sr., next time I see you, don't look at my titties, and maybe you should stop getting blowjobs in that on-car truck. Pastor. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet. You're very covetous people. How y'all ministers breaking all of God's laws? Who you ministering to when you can't even keep the word of God? Oh well. I gave you an opportunity. I told y'all back in 2020, if you ever meddled with my marriage again or said a word against me publicly, that I would end you. Maybe you should just retire now, Charlotte. Because when I show them who you really are, when I show them your paperwork, they're going to fire you on the spot and you're probably not going to get your pension. You're fucking insane, bitch. You have inappropriate dreams about your son. Get help. Was it you, Charlotte, that tried to convince my husband to slip his medication in my food and in my drink like he did the other day? Legina watched. She saw him after I yelled at him and told him to take that shit out of my cup. He had to sit there and fish my pills out. Is it you, Charlotte, that told my husband to give me his psych meds? Do you know how illegal it is to force your prescription on another human being? Maybe it's time for all y'all to go to jail. I don't want my husband to go to jail, but I ain't got no choice. If I don't hear from him by 3 p.m. this afternoon, I'm filing assault and battery charges. I'm filing for a restraining order. And I'm having him charged with grand larceny and theft for robbing our company and leaving me destitute. To have to prostitute for meals to feed my family while they over there, them fat pieces of shit living high off the hog off my money. If I'm lying, get a lawyer, sue me. But we know I'm not. So, Johnson family, we have unfinished business. Fucking goofy motherfucking country ass, bumpkin ass bitches. Did the fallout have anything to do with Jay-Z? And did Beyonce intentionally try to sabotage